What is going on, everybody? The Pico 4 is finally here. We're going to put the Quest Pro aside. We're going to open this up, see what it looks like, see how it feels, give our first impressions of this pretty cool headset. All right, guys, Pico 4 time. Let's go. Okay, we are still wrapped in the cellophane. Let's take a look at it. I can tell you right away, the box itself looks a lot like the Quest 2 box. Definitely has some box art in the back. You've got a few games here that it shows. So right off the bat, I'm seeing we have Demio, 11 Table Tennis, Warplanes, Real VR Fishing, Blade and Sorcery, Cities VR, Wands Alliances, Rec Room, After the Fall, and Multibrush. Man, After the Fall on the box art is pretty damn cool. Shows a little bit on this side of what's going to come with it. It's going to be the headset, the two controllers, and then nice shiny Pico here on the front, which I do like. All right, let's take this thing off. I do like the box style better than the Quest 2. Ooh, look at the Pico, kind of like right there. That's cool. It's just a cardboard box. Both ways it's a cardboard box, but the Quest 2 is brown. It just looks kind of like cheesy. This looks and feels maybe a little more premium than the Quest 2 box, or even the Quest Pro box for that matter, which is the same brown cardboard. But this seems pretty nice. And I do like the way that this kind of opens up off the top. Let's get this up. All right, so you got definitely the molded material here on the top, which is kind of cool. And it looks like you have maybe some of your component parts here. Let's take a look at this. I do. Okay. All right, looks like you have a rubber face gasket here. Or no, this is a hard face gasket. Okay. Let's take a closer look at this. Yeah, this is like maybe a glasses spacer. That's what that looks like. You can see it's magnetic around the corners. Do like that better than the snap-in style from the old Quest. Kind of neat. Looks pretty good. I think that's what that is a glasses spacer. Let's put that aside. We've got a USB-C to USB-C. Looks like a charging cable. USB-C charging cable. And you have your charging plug. European connection, of course, because we'll sell them in North America yet. So, all right. And let's see. Oh, okay. These are the dongles for the controllers. Okay. So it looks like they don't ship them on there. So this is the wrist strap dongles for the controllers. So you have a nose gasket here that looks like it goes on there. And I would assume your instruction manuals. And that's exactly what that is. Pico instruction manuals, quick start guide, user guide. Okay, that's everything that's in the top part of the box. Let's get to the headset itself. Okay, here we go. We have the Pico 4, man, and it looks really cool. Just sitting in the case, and oh my god, this thing is light. Wow. This thing is so light. It's like a plastic head strap right here that, not crazy about that material. I'd like to see a padded head strap there, but, you know, without putting it on, we'll see. It feels like a fairly comfortable back pad. This is an important part, especially on an Elite style strap. You need to have that back pad. It's more important than you think, because the back of your head can really start to bother you as much as the front of your face with these style of head straps. There's our battery right here on the back here. That gives the balance to the headset. Very well balanced. Maybe tad still front heavy, I would say, but pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. Yeah, maybe still a tad front heavy. Wow, look at the pivot on the arm. Look how much it pivots all the way up. So when you want to, if you want to wear that high on your head. Wow, and look at this, interesting too. Look how big the holes are for the speakers. That's huge. All right, let's take a look. One of my favorite parts. Nice. And we have another one here on the bottom. Lots of protective film here. One on the other side. See the fan right there? Cameras. All right, let's take the front piece off to see the front. Okay, here's the money shot. That is pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. That is just a good-looking headset. It's so small. I have never seen a full VR headset be this small. I mean, this is the front of this headset. The actual size of right here, this and this, rivals the Flow by Vive, the HTC Vive Flow. It rivals that kind of size. If you just don't, you know, forget about the gasket and everything here, but just this part of the headset, that it rivals the size of that. Kind of crazy. This thing is so light. I can't believe how light it is. All right, so here's the big thing that everybody has been telling me is the size of the lenses. We know this is pancake lenses, just like the Quest Pro, but they're saying the lenses actually are huge on the Pico 4, and right now I can definitely see that they are big. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, these lenses are huge. Some of the biggest lenses I've seen on a headset. Probably rival the Valve Index in lens size, I would say. All right, let's take a look at the controllers. All right, controllers. I've been looking forward to seeing these with this weird, like, loop over top of the controllers, almost like the old CV1 from the Rift CV1 controllers. And they're heavier than I thought they would be. They have some weight to them. They're heavier than a normal Quest touch controller, Quest 2 touch controller. Okay, so let's take a closer look at these controllers. Definitely a very interesting design. I can tell you right off the bat, they're way heavier than I thought they were going to be. And they do feel really comfortable to hold. I am concerned about these rings. Now, I guess it's probably no more chance for you to hit them together than it would be for the regular touch controllers. It just seems like they're cumbersome, but without playing anything with it yet, I don't know. But it's definitely an interesting design. It gets it away from being out front, which is a good thing, and it kind of comes back over your wrist. So I think it would be okay, but yeah, I think it would be all right. The thumbsticks seem pretty good. Maybe a little cheap feeling, I guess. Maybe I'm saying, but not terrible. They feel pretty good. The buttons feel good. You know, very similar to the touch controllers. The problem now with doing anything with controllers, which these are very nice, is once you've tried the Quest Pro controllers, all the other controllers just don't seem as premium, and for fairly so. I mean, the big part of the price of the Quest Pro is the part of the controllers themselves. The Quest Pro controllers are very premium. So you do have like a circle button right here, which I believe is some type of menu button, and then you have a home button, I think. They're interesting looking, very interesting looking. They're not well made. I think they're very well made. They feel pretty good. Yeah, I like them. It's a different and it's an interesting take on the touch controller. You have your battery compartment here. Looks like a little press right here. Oh, look at that. That is really nice. So you press, just kind of pull down on that, and the whole battery compartment just kind of pops open, and then your batteries are right there. That's pretty nice. That is really nice. Then you just push them back in. So let's just take a look at that again. So yeah, let's do that again. This is pretty cool. So you have this little tab right here. You're just going to pull down on this tab, and this whole compartment just pops open. So you just kind of like boom, and it's like spring loaded. That whole compartment pops open, and in that compartment is your batteries. That is really nice. That's really neat. I like that. Yeah, I'm liking these controllers already. You can see they're already trying to pair. If you can see that, there's a blue light right there. Tough to see with the camera, but there's a blue light blinking right there. It's already trying to pair, which is great. Good sign. So yeah, well done in the controllers. I'm liking. All right, let's check out the headset. All right, let's just do a really quick closer look on the headset, and then we'll put it on, and we'll turn it on and see what it looks like. But again, the headset really small, really light. It looks like you've got a fan here and a fan here on the bottom. 2 cameras here, which is great. 2 cameras here, and then one in the middle. USB-C connector right there. The front face gasket, it's almost like it's not like a PU leather material like the back. It's almost more like a cloth material, and I think this may be a problem for some people. There's a lot of people out there that don't like this type of material. They want the PU leather type material, like you would see in a VR cover. So I think we're gonna need an aftermarket replacement for that. Let's pop this off and see. Okay, pops off pretty easily. I thought it was magnetic. It is not magnetic. It does snap into points around the lenses. But it looks like, all right, let's take a look at that spacer, because this is magnetic, I think. Well, actually, it's magnetic and it has points of contact. So let's take a look here. Take a closer look at those lenses now that we have it off. Look how big they are. Those are huge. I cannot wait to get this thing on and take a look. But huge lenses. Big improvement over the Quest 2. You know what? This is a good time. Let's grab a Quest 2 and see how much bigger the lenses are. Hang on. Okay, as a comparison, here is a Quest 2. There's a Quest 2 we know and love. And here is the Pico for lenses, lens size. You can see there is a huge difference in lens size. Really big. And again, you can see the difference in the thickness of the lenses and those pancake lenses with the Pico. That. Pico. Quest 2. Pico. Quest 2. Big difference. All right, let's take a look at this little spacer that we have here. Kind of like, yeah, it's definitely magnet. Like, it felt weird. Like, it almost like grabbed it out of my hand. Like, I'm having a tough time getting it out. Look at that. It's so hard. It wants the magnet right in there. It's tough to get out. Okay. Yeah, that is premium. I love this. Look at this. Look at this. That is amazing. Okay, well done, Pico. Well done. So it is magnetized in the front, so it does have these posts that you can use, but it also is magnetized as well. That is beautiful. I love that. I like that a lot. So we've got a power button right here, if you can see that. Right there is a power button. And then right above that on the arm is right here. It might be tough to see. The volume up and down for the volume control. Kind of placed right together, which is nice. I do like that. Yeah, right off the bat, I love this design. Without even putting it on, I just want to say I love the design. It's small, it's lightweight, it feels compact, but we won't know how it feels until we get it on our head. Let's go do that. Okay, so now it's time to put this headset on. We finally get a chance to wear it and see how it feels, and I'm really looking forward to it. Just want to adjust that head strap a little bit, make it a little bit bigger. But there it is in this camera. Pico 4. All right, let's try it on. Okay, right off the bat, this headset is so light. Yeah, I'm a little shocked at how light this headset feels. Now, I do not like that facial interface right there. The cloth facial interface just doesn't feel good. It's hard, and I can feel it pressing on my cheeks already. There's no give to it. There's no like you can feel almost hard edges on my cheeks. So, it's an easy fix. I'm sure somebody will come out with a third party facial interface, but yeah, that one's not comfortable. Head strap is comfortable though. I do like the head strap more than I thought. Like I thought with no padding there, it wouldn't be comfortable, and the back pad is actually pretty comfortable as well. The weight of it is great. It feels really well balanced, and there is just no weight on your front. Like all that weight that you normally feel with the Quest 2 is gone. You do have more weight in the back now with the battery, but you don't feel it. It's just perfect. All right, let's turn this on. We'll see if they shipped it with a charge. All right, we got a Pico. All right, right now I can tell you already. I see the Pico screen and the God rays. Oh, seeing a lot of glare and God rays. So God rays, this is just the Pico name with the symbol on a black background, and it was really noticeable. But all right, now we're into the demo setup. So the controllers paired already, which is amazing. I didn't do anything special, but the controllers are already paired. Okay, so I'm setting my IPD right now, and it actually has a measurement in here for you to set your IPD. And what you do is you click on it in game, and it actually moves the lenses in the headset for you. So you don't actually manually have to move the lenses. You can actually in the menu move the slider bar in the menu, and it'll move the lenses. I can actually feel them moving. And it goes up to 72 and goes as low as 62. Okay. All right. All right, now we're creating boundaries, and I can see the pass-through for the first time. Okay. So big thing for me right out of the bat. Everybody is saying how much better the pass-through, the color pass-through is on the Pico over the Quest Pro. Now, just doing this for the first time, for a first minute or two here, this is way more disorienting than the other one. This is not good. There's no depth here. Now, the colors maybe are a little bit better, but I don't see the huge difference that everybody's saying. Like the colors are way, way better here than with the Quest Pro. Now, this is disorienting because there's no depth, right? Like my microphone is like throwing me off. It almost wants to it feels weird because if I move my head a little bit, the whole microphone's so close to me. Like my hand is like, oh, it's weird. Like everything seems out of proportion, out of size. Nothing is like normal 1-to-1. Everything seems bigger than what it should be. Now I assume this is a software issue and they'll be able to fix this or work on it. But it's weird. See, again, the visuals at the colors and maybe the clarity are better than the Quest Pro, but I don't think I'd want to spend any time in this. because it's so off-putting being not having true sense of depth. Everything just feels weird and it feels off. I would assume maybe you get used to it after time, but I would prefer the Pro and their little bit of washed out color and a little bit of warping it has compared to this and not having depth. What we need is we need the two of them to come together and make the perfect color pass through. Because I want the depth of the Quest Pro, but I want the clarity and color of the Pico. It was weird. The way people were talking about it, I thought it would be markedly better color pass through than the Pro, and it's better, but it's not like deal breaker better. I can read text a little bit better, I think, here than I could in the Pro, but not crazy. Okay, we're back in our VR world and not a pass through. And right off the bat, we have an update. That's good. System update. Okay, what I noticed about the store right away is it is in American dollars, which is kind of cool. And let's look at some games that we have here right in the store. Right on the main page, you have Virtual Desktop, 11 Table Tennis, Walkabout Mini Golf, Racket NX, Real VR Fishing, All-in-One Sports, Super Hot, Zombieland, Headshot Fever, Death Horizons, Reloaded, Blade and Sorcery, Contractors, Smash Drums. Couple of different ones here. This Private Property world debut on Pico, the new VR zombie shooter. That's a different game. Never heard of that one. Looks like world debut on Pico. We've got Warhammer Battle Sister. Resist is on here. Zero Caliber. Les Mills Body Combat. Tentacular. Affected the Manor. Down the Rabbit Hole, Audio Trip, X Fitness, Song Beater, Space Folk City, Star Shaman, Madrid Noir. And then we have some games that are coming soon. We've got Drop Dead, the Dual Strike Edition. We've got The Patcher, Knock is coming soon, Wraith, the Oblivion Afterlife, and Saints and Sinners is on the coming soon list. We have Larcenauts on here, Warplanes, Ultimex, Puzzling Places, some good games on here. We've got After the Fall, of course. Like we said, it's on the box art, After the Fall. Some games we've never heard of either. Apocalypse Rider, I've never heard of. Rico Shooter. Party Pumper. And then there's some that we have heard of. Pangman, Bullet Roulette, Pixel Ripped, End Space, Curious Tale of Stolen Pets, Last Labyrinth, Crisis Brigade, Exorcist Legion VR, Crazy Kung Fu, Death Lap is on here, Red Matter 1 is on here. I have not seen Red Matter 2 yet. Cosmo Dread, Operation Warcade, Upergrad, Resol Player 22, Cloudlands 2, Sam & Max, Descent Alps. Swarm is on here. What a great game Swarm is. Arizona Sunshine, Hitstream, Clash of Chefs, Secrets of Retropolis, In Death Unchained is on here as well. Nice. Solar Black is on here. Another great title. Elven Assassin, Arcade, Gun Club VR, Anshar Wars, Demio is on here, Against is on here. That's another big one right there. Against, which is not on the Quest 2 platform. It's only on PC for Quest 2 or Steam. But here, standalone Against has a version standalone on the Pico 4. Great. Virtuoso, Warplanes, Rush, Warplanes Battles Over Pacific, Richie's Plank, Cities VR, Gorn, Alvo, Song in the Smoke, Green Hell, Tales of Inagaro. Oh my god, this library is really, really good. Immortal Legacy is on here. Drums Rock, 2MD Football, Rec Room, Fruit Ninja. Espire 1 is on here. Doctor Who. Okay. Ruins Magus is on here. Great list of games. Great list of games. Okay, before we jump into a game, let's take a quick look at the menu. Basically, it's a very similar menu to the to the Oculus menu. Everything is going to seem right at home with you, to the dashboard, to where you find your games, where you find your apps, your experiences. Everything's pretty much the same. Little differences here and there. The UI is maybe not as good, but it's pretty darn close. I've navigated everything. I actually just installed the game. Thanks to the folks at Vertigo Games for providing me a Pico key for After the Fall. We really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to try one of my favorite games, or probably my favorite game, on the Pico headset right now for you guys, because I just installed After the Fall. Let's get a look at it and see what it looks like. Not sure if you can catch any of the audio from the headset, but it sounds pretty darn good. Visuals look very similar. I forgot how good this opening scene was. Love it. All right, let's jump out of here. Let's say goodbye to After the Fall, and we'll move on. Okay, guys, for me, let's finish this up on Pico. This was a very quick, very fast unboxing and just first impressions video. This is by far not my final judgment on the Pico headset. I can say that the box and the packaging was very good. It was very nice. They did a really good job on it. The headset itself is extremely light. It is comfortable. The facial interface that comes with it is not good. They need to either provide a different one that you can purchase, or somebody needs to come out with an aftermarket one pretty fast, because it's just uncomfortable, especially in your cheeks. It's just hard. There's no cushion to it at all. Not like a VR cover in any way. The rest of the headset, besides that, is extremely comfortable. It's very light. It is so small. The front of this headset is just tiny. I'm absolutely loving the form fit and the feel and the factor of it. The whole idea, everybody was upset that, it was going to be a non-removable head strap. It's not a big deal. It's comfortable. As long as they fix the facial interface, I think it'll be fine. And I'm really happy with the lenses. They are huge. The field of view is much bigger in this than it is in the Quest 2. That's a huge increase. The pancake lenses are great. The God rays that I initially saw in the headset when I first put it on and I first turned it on, and I saw a ton of God rays. Don't know what that was all about. I did do an update right after that, so I don't know if that changed anything. But when the headset restarted and I saw that same menu again with the Pico name and the Pico logo on the black background, the God rays were there, but they were nowhere near as bad as they were in the beginning. And then all the text I read after that was nowhere near as bad. I thought the God rays were not really that much of an issue here. For me, the controllers are really nice. I like them a lot. They are heavy. They have weight to them. The trigger pull. The problem with the controllers for me now, if I had not tried the Quest Pro, they would be great. I would be like, these are great controllers. They're just as good, if not better, than the Quest 2 touch controllers. The problem is now that I've tried the Quest Pro controllers and the way they feel, the way the triggers feel, that just makes either the Quest 2 touch controllers and the Pico 4 controllers, it just makes them feel a little bit cheaper now. And that's just unfortunately the way of, when you have a premium headset that's $1,500, the controllers are great. The controllers are priced at $300 on their own in that headset, so of course they're going to feel better. So I don't think it's any fault of the Pico. It's just that that's the way that a headset of this price should be. So I'm very, very happy with the controllers. They have good weight to them. They feel pretty good. The bar, the halo light ring around the top, it's going to take a little getting used to for me, but I like it. I think eventually it'll be okay. Let's talk the menu. The menu and the operating system inside of it is very similar to the Quest 2 and Meta's setup. It's a little bit more rough around the edges, so I think they'll work on that. The store, as we went through some of the games is starting to populate. Pico is openly pushing to get as many titles on their platform as they can. I think very shortly you will see them rival Meta in the number of games that are there. Any new games coming out, I almost can guarantee you, unless Meta owns them in some way or if they make some kind of crazy deal with them, I think you're going to see these things new games launch on both platforms at the same time. So game-wise and library-wise, definitely building. It seems pretty good. I was happy with some of the games that were in there. I'd like to see a few more, but happy to see some of the games that are in there, and it will build very quickly. So yeah, I thought the library was pretty good. Everything from purchasing the game to setting everything up is really easy. It's exactly like it is for the Meta Quest 2. Again, the interface is maybe a little more clunky. but they'll update that with software updates and UI updates along the way. So I think that is completely fine. In the long run, I can't give you my final decision on this one. I don't exactly know yet. I can tell you this. For the price that this headset is, it looks good. The game I played, I went in and played after the fall, the opening scene. The graphics look great. The controls were spot on with the controllers. It looked good. It looked exactly like it should be on the Quest 2, except it looked a little better. Everything was just a little bit clearer, a little bit crisper. With these pancake lenses, with the resolution, just looked better. So, you know, there's definitely a visual upgrade here when you're looking at one headset to the other. So, you know, when you're looking at whether this is a Pico, is something for you or not, those are the things you have to take a look at, especially if you already own a Quest 2. Is it worth for you to upgrade and change your library and do these other things to move into this Pico headset? To me, with the price point, you could do a both. You could do a, hey, I'll keep my Quest 2 and I'll go get a Pico 4 to experience both. Because it does look like there are going to be some experiences that you can only do on one platform or the other. So if you have the ability to do that, I would recommend this headset for sure. If you're going to buy a new headset for the first time, you don't own a Quest or you don't own any standalone headset, this is a compelling headset to take a look at. Again, I'll hold my final thoughts on it until I'm actually more into it. But it's a compelling argument that you'd really have to think about what headset I would go buy for the first time, or what headset I would recommend to somebody if they came to me and said, Eric, I want to get into VR, I want to get into standalone VR. What's the headset that I should go buy right now? Just getting into this a little bit, I need to pause and think about it. Because as of right now, I don't know whether I would say Quest 2 or Pico 4. That will have to come in another video. All right, guys, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a little bit of insight into the Pico 4. These are just my takes on it. I know everybody else has had a million takes as well, but these are my insights into it and what I felt and what I saw. So I hope you got a little bit of something out of it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. We would really appreciate it. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And if you do subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the notification bell, because if you don't hit the bell, you don't know when we go live and you don't know when we drop new content. All right, on to the next one. Take it easy. See you later.